So what I want to do very, very briefly with each of you is have you introduce yourselves. So you're all going to get to talk right off the bat. And then just very briefly, if you can just sort of say which of the LA Community College district campuses you either attended or I know some of you have gone on to other things. And then just say to us what you're interested in studying. You might also mention, here's another important thing I'm sure they're going to be interested in, if you work outside of school and how much that is that you do. So we'll start with you. And maybe for the first time, for this first thing, otherwise you guys can stay.
Hello, my name is Virginia Munoz. I'm a sociology major, and this is my second year here at Mission College. Hello, good morning. My name is Denise Moron. I am a student here at Mission College. I'm studying sociology. This is my second year. I work full-time, and I come to school full-time. So I work about 88 hours in 2 weeks, and I come here about the same. So,
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jose Estrada. I come from Valley College, and I'm studying linguistics, and I work a little bit more than part-time and less than full-time.
My name is Jonathan Racinos. I'm a full-time student at Valley College and majoring in psychology.
Good morning, my name is Yvette Vijay. My major is industrial engineering. I'm from Pierce College. I work full-time and I study full-time too, and I'm volunteer at the church on the way.
Good morning, my name is Suzanne Hutchison, and I graduated from Mission College 2004, and I just got my BA in sociology from Northridge, from CSUN, and I've always attended school full-time and worked full-time as well.
Okay. All right, so basically the theory I'm going on is that our students, as the primary stakeholders in a classroom, probably have a lot of knowledge to tell us how people learn most effectively, what's most memorable about their learning, what perhaps helped you in terms of your path to success, what you still struggle with. So one of the things that I want to say as a ground rule, the only thing that I ask that you do, and you can say anything that you want to say, just don't name names. Okay? Is that fair? So my first question for you, and we can start with anybody who wants to, but I would like to hear from everybody. And when you do answer, you might want to just repeat your name one more time, your first name, so people can remember who you are. I just want to know what helps you learn. And by that, I mean maybe teaching strategies, so what your teachers do in a classroom. It could also be materials that you have, whether it's books or other kind of materials. The physical space, so are there environments that you learn better in, and it doesn't have to be just a classroom environment, it can be elsewhere. Interpersonal interactions, so are there people that help you learn, whether you have study groups or things like that, working in groups, things like that. So who wants to take a crack at it?
My name is Denise. In regards to your question, one thing that I feel is very important when you're trying to get a subject across is don't assume we know what you're talking about. Especially in math, anything to do with psychology, sociology, or humanities. Because it's very complicated, especially when we're doing full-time. We're not just taking one subject. And there's very conflicting things when say I was taking sociology and I was taking humanities, and I had taken art. They all cover a similar portion, which is like what were the ideals of that time, what was going on, and one teacher or one professor will say one thing regarding the subject and another one will say another. When I asked my professor to elaborate on why he thought that at the moment, he just said that that the other professor was mistaken, or so they discredit each other. And I think that maybe taking a different approach, knowing that everybody interprets the material differently, and especially with humanities, I found that religion is a very important factor to how you're interpreting the material. We had one discussion and it was a mess because everybody has clashing ideologies, even if there's two Catholics, two Christians, it's always different. So I think it's very important that you take into account that don't just assume that what you think is 100%, because even with professors, sometimes it's like you don't even know what to believe. You don't know if what you say in another classroom, even though you learned it from a professor, is wrong. So
Denise, is it fair to say that what helps you learn is if the teacher sets up some kind of framework